Live.
Good morning. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everybody.
Good morning, Edward.
Good morning, Adam.
What's shaking?
And happy Saturday. Another
Good
great to see Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Being safe.
Being safe on a beautiful Saturday morning. Yeah. And how are things with where you are? We're destined for another beautiful summer day here in North Carolina. We got the sun that's already peeking out, and without even looking at the forecast, I'm going to predict we're going to have an afternoon shower. Yeah. And it'll probably be 95 degrees.
Here, a beautiful Saturday. It will probably be a little bit overcast, but it'll just turn into good old Texas hot heat. I would say ZZ Top style.
Well, I wouldn't want you to lose your reputation, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, great. I appreciate you joining today for Coffee and Vinyl. You certainly appreciate all the responses and interactions and things like that. Hey, let's say good morning to El Camino. Good morning, El Camino. Cheers.
Good morning, El Camino. Cheers.
8:30. It's 8:20. Is today the 20th already?
Is it? No, it's 8/8.
Oh, it's August 2020. Okay, gotcha. Yes, it's August 8th, 2020. Oh, look here, Sean. Good morning, Sean. Cheers. How are you? Cheers.
Morning, Sean.
You know, I'm going to be in trouble when I do cocktails in vinyl. Cheers. 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 What?
I'm gonna fall out of the chair, and the beer's going to go that way.
Oh my, yeah, there you go. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Bluegrass Picker, you music freak. How are you? Thanks for joining.
Good morning, Bluegrass Picker. Glad you're here.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Stephen Batten. What's shaking? Stephen, are we going to connect today? Are we going to connect today? I have my phone. I want to do some virtual shopping with Stephen.
Nice.
Edward, let's hop into it. You got some cool records to show us?
I pulled out some stuff. As I've got, well, let me just start off by saying this real quick.
Okay.
When I was young, I thought prog rock stopped at bands like Yes, Pink Floyd, and Genesis. I thought that's it. There's no prog. As I got older, like in my 40s, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I opened the door, and the genre of prog was huge. There was bands, some of them way before Yes and Genesis, that were like really early signs of life of prog. I was like,
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And like, we live in an age where we can go sample the stuff on YouTube. When I was a kid, there was no YouTube. It was word of mouth.
Absolutely. We had a lot of big mouths, that's for sure. Let's say hello to a couple of people. Good morning, Alan C. Records. Cheers. How are you?
Morning, Alan. Good to see you.
Alan, did you get some coffee this morning? Yesterday you were telling us that your coffee maker wasn't working correctly. 8-ball day, Texas Pete hot. There you go. Yeah.
And so it wasn't until like about my early or mid 40s where I got into more prog, because prog, there's a lot of things under that hat. There's experimental.
Big hat, just like the one in Texas.
Yes, big hat. Experimental, ambient is considered prog. Don't ask me why. So I pulled out some stuff.
That's for sure. Good morning, Michigan Record Club. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. We're going to get you on here one day, Michigan Record Club.
Good morning, Michigan.
Oh, good morning. Hey, this is TKR Video Central. Good morning. Cheers. Yeah, I
Good
watched
morning,
the video
TKR.
last night. It was really good. I appreciate it. We need to talk. We need to get you on here. Okay, sorry, Edward.
That's okay. Oh, so I pulled out some stuff, and here's one record I just wanted to start off with. Uh, this is Klaus
Ah,
Schultz.
ah,
It's an album called, or I'm not sure how I say this, Identity. He's from Tangerine Dream.
yeah,
This
wow,
is very good.
yeah. I like it when you reach over to a little bit of kraut in there. I love that kraut rock.
I forgot about Kraut, but Kraut, yes, or Canterbury.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Canterbury. I haven't heard that in a while, but yeah, when you start talking prog, you're exactly right. That big hat, that big umbrella is so broad, and it's just amazing. And it's always something new to discover.
True. There's also a genre called neon prog, which I thought, is that just wallpapers? No, I'm just
I
kidding.
am not familiar with the neon prog, but I'm willing to learn about that. Hey, good morning, Yolanda.
Good morning, Yolanda. Glad you're here.
I sometimes wonder if some of these subgenres and subgenres are just created by PR people who's trying to write a cool review for a record just to promote it.
I
And
agree with you. I think it is. I
we
really
got
do.
we got to put this on the one sheet and make it happen. Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool. And so, how electronic was that Krause record?
Oh, very electronic. It has it has the atmosphere. It almost sounds like when you listen to those records, like they're done in some small room. I don't know how they get the sound to sound like it's in a small room. Yeah, it has atmosphere, and I like that it sounds like there's no ending. Like it could just
Uh-huh.
keep going. I like that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, show. But when the space element comes in and and it elevates your prog to a. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you are
Go right
correct.
ahead.
It elevates your pro. You're like, and I'm serious. Sometimes I listen to it because it puts me back in a good mood and a good place.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sean says now a great record by Klaus Schusser. Nice to see they're still continuing the Tangerine Dream without the founding member. That is good. That
Yes.
was, I'm sure Edward, what is it? What's his name? Edgard.
Oh,
Edgard.
Edgar, is it Roos or Rouse? Rose? Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Ed,
sure. Hey, I would like to think that he's really happy with that.
yes.
There you go, sir.
Okay, the next one I wanted to show is Klaus's. This was a grail when I found this one. Transiller, something like that. I'm not good, but I like this back cover.
You're better
You
than
get the
me.
idea that this guy was a genius behind the board, behind the Moog and all the experimental.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good record. This was a grail for me.
Good. Where did you find that?
At a store here in 30 miles away from me in another town called Round Rock, Texas,
Round.
Piranha Records. I was shocked that he had these. I was like, oh.
That is so cool. I have a little section that I kind of group the new age uh, crowd rock and some other stuff like that. The ambient. I kind of group all that together. When you're talking, I'm going to go look at the category heading just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, good
That's all.
morning, Michael Worthington. Wordsworth. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good
Sleeping.
morning. Thanks for joining us.
It is early, Michael. We're going to do a cocktail and vinyl sometime soon. Maybe do it on a regular basis once a week, just for everyone like that. But he's on the Facebook side of town. Thank you. Facebook side of Yeah, thank you. All right.
The next record I'd like to show is another grail for me. One of my other favorite bands. It's one of those twofers.
Oh, yeah.
Genesis, Nursery Crime, Foxtrot. The early couple of the early records. This is a grail. It's a nice gatefold.
Yeah.
It's also a promo, I think.
Ooh.
But I love this back cover.
And it's a bargain when you get those two like that.
It is, and I like that they did this. I mean, if you get this is the beginning of your prog rock journey right here. These are two good records. Nursery Crime and Foxtrot.
Yeah. I like that. I really love Genesis all the way through. Yeah, I really do. I'm going to show you this right here. This is the little. I don't have all the prog in there.
I'd love to look through that section.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would love to look through that section.
Yeah, and so it's a popular section here. It comes and goes, and it usually just goes. But yeah, we could do that sometime virtually. Absolutely. Yeah. That's where I keep the Brian Eno.
Adam, I know folks can't see it, but I have the Brian Eno box set that came out long time ago. I traded some good records for it. It was worth the trade.
So I'm sorry. Go right ahead. You're doing fine. Go right ahead.
I was just going to show the next one. Genesis, Trick of the Tail.
Trick of the Tail. Oh boy.
This is an awesome album.
Yeah.
And awesome artwork.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a question. So what do you think when people say, "Oh, you like prog? I like Rush, and I like Yes, and maybe some I don't know, maybe Genesis." But what do you tell people when they say things like that? And I'm guessing you probably heard that.
Yes, sir. I try not to laugh sometimes, and I give him the Edward. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It is cool. It's awesome, but prog is so much more than those three bands.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It like I said, it's a huge hat.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. You go right ahead.
The next one I wanted to show is Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, which is really a dark record.
It is.
Really dark. In fact, I read that Peter Gabriel was reading, I forgot what book, and a lot of the lyrics came from there. And plus, he was going through difficult times in his life. Mm-hmm. So you kind of hear that in the album. Yeah. The way I discovered this album was when there was good radio, rock radio. They were playing the song "The Lamb Lies Down" on Broadway, and I kept hearing it because it's so long. I was like, "Who is that?" And there's like, "Duh, it's Genesis."
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I remember the first time I actually found the record, and on the cover it says "The Lamb," and I was like, "Oh, that's that song!" And
yeah,
and I took it home and I played it, and I was like,
"Wow!" Me too. Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You probably, it's okay. You probably have "The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway" live.
Unfortunately, no.
Not yet. We've got to find you a copy. Sean says, "Nice find with the 2-for-1 album. Do you also have both Nursery Crime and Foxtrot separately?"
No, Sean. I did at once, but when I got that I sort of traded those two and kept the 2-for-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, who knows? You might come up.
I might get it one day.
Across another one. Absolutely. Yeah. I'll check and see if I got any extras.
Awesome. The next one I'm excited to show because I forgot. I love this album. but it's Gilmore's on an island.
Oh, oh, yeah.
If I could try to see if I could do my best, but look at this, some nice artwork.
Yeah. Is that Polly? That's Polly.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's
I
so
love
good.
this album. I forgot how much until we were talking about Gilmore the other day, but
Mhm.
fans, this is worth picking up.
It
However
is.
you want to, vinyl or CD.
Yes, absolutely. It is very cool. Yeah. Let's see what TKR has to say. I have to admit, I never thought of Genesis as a prog band. Rightfully so, because there's
True.
so much Genesis that was so popular in the 80s. And but when you reach back to what was the first year they started?
Oh, they go back to like 68, 67 with their very first album where they don't even sound, they sound more like a pop band a little bit.
Yeah. And but when you think of 70s Genesis, or when I now think of 70s Genesis, I think progressive. Absolutely.
True.
But I think it may be because I'm more familiar with the Phil Collins years and not the Peter Gabriel years. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool, mate. I'll keep an eye out for you. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Mike Swinney. Cheers. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Glad you're
Thanks
here.
for joining us. I have all of Gilmore's solo stuff. It's some good stuff.
Awesome. Awesome.
Maybe you can join us sometime when we have a discussion called "I've Got a Bike." When we get into some Gilmore solo stuff, and we focus just on one album, and maybe you can join us that night, and we'll just talk about it.
Right. That would be awesome.
There you go. Yeah. All cool. All right. You go right ahead. I'll solo you as a.
I'm going to show, and I think this is Steve Hackett, the guitar player's last album he played on, Genesis, Withering, Wind and the Withering, which I think is from a book. As also nice little promo.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that is cool to see the time strip there.
Oh man, this is not a bad place to start, in my opinion. If you find this one, check it out. It's great.
It is. It really is. I agree with you there.
The next one is a Canterbury band, but they're in the prog section. I love Gong.
Gong. Oh, I like some gong too.
This is such a good record. Check it out. The next, go ahead.
I said absolutely.
That's a good band. The next one, I picked this one out first because it's highlighting my discography. Drama, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Such a good record. Has a little bit of a new wave sound to it if you listen to it. Real heavy on the bass playing.
It does. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you there.
And what I love about prog, these bands, was when they make great live albums like Yes's Yes shows. This one has a real long track. The Gates of Delirium, which is from Relayer, takes up the whole side. It's really awesome to hear that track live.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, that was a pretty good deal. Double your money and play shipping. That is
a very good deal.
Yeah.
Very good deal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing.
Awesome. The next one here, I put this in my Adam's contest video entry, but I love Tomato.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that you enjoy that. Some people don't like that record so much, but hey, their loss.
You're correct, because I was in a prog group and I posted that, say I'm listening. Oh my goodness, there was just nothing
Oh,
but hate in the comments.
how
Yeah,
dare you?
I'm like,
I don't listen to.
next, what I wanted to show was another Canterbury album, group two, In the Land of Gray and Pink.
Ooh,
This is really a good record. Caravan is considered like I said, Canterbury, but great, great stuff. I wanted to show the wax a little bit. I don't know if folks can see that, but it's on this splattered pink black.
very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, good morning, Russell. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. How are you?
Morning, Russell. My next one here, experimental. This guy, I think, was in the band Egg. Tim Blakely's New Jerusalem. Check him out. That's a cool cover.
Yeah. Wow.
This is, I'm not sure if I'm going to open this. Still.
Whoa.
Good stuff.
Oh, boy.
Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool.
Here's another one that they sound like rock and roll. I agree, Russell. Love Canterbury. I agree with you. Good morning. This next band is in the prog section. A little bit, sometimes sound a little bit like straight up rock and roll. Sensations Fix.
Is that a coffin? No, that's
What's
a
that?
room.
I think it's a tunnel.
I think it's a tunnel or it's a rail. It's a rail. Yeah. Wow.
And what I noticed,
What's the name again?
the one guy's wearing a mask.
Wow.
And then when you go out through the tunnel,
He's not.
Let's just show that real closely there. Sensations Fix. This came back in print. So this is a really good one to pick up, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's taking notes. And Sean, I wanted to say thanks for commenting on the Coffee and Vinyl video that you were a guest. You made a list of all the records that you referenced, and that was awesome. Yeah. That was awesome.
Sean. Cool.
All righty. Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
And then the next one is the band from Canada. And Canada has a lot of bands that are prog. I mean, not just Rush, but like this band right here, Slouch or Slooch.
Wow.
This is so good. Very instrumental band.
Wow.
Check them out. Like this is one of the records, like a record, you find that one record where you're like, okay, I'm gonna play side one again, and you play it like 3 or 4 times, and then you get to side two and you play that 3 or 4 times because it's really, really good.
Oh yeah. Hey, good morning, Myra. Cheers. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
I trust you're doing well. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. Cheers. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Well, too. Oh, no worries. No worries. No, yeah, cool. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being with us. We have 14 people in the chat today. Woohoo. Oh, woohoo. Thank you so much. All right. Moving right along. You're doing great, Edward. I'm enjoying learning so much.
This band right here has been known to sound like Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really, I went to go look to see how much an original cost, and I was blown out of my socks. They go for like a lot of money.
I'm not selling the Porsche.
Yeah, I'll put it that way.
Oh, cheers. Good back to you. Yeah. Hey.
I'm not selling the Porsche. Good morning.
What's that band? I learned about them. I pulled the record to the side and I got to listen to it again. Star
Castle.
Star Castle. Oh my stars, they were so good.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
absolutely. There you go. All righty.
The next one here is another band from Canada. I'm gonna have to pull this up because it's a little bit darker, the cover, and I'm not sure how. Monster Storm, something like that. I hope folks can see that.
Oh, I've seen that before.
And another record. Don't go selling your Porsche for it. For an original. This is like I said, a Canadian band, and I'm just so grateful that these records are being put back in print. They need to, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This cool art cover.
It is a cool art cover. Absolutely. We'll have to ask Doc Dacus about some of these bands. Doc is our buddy who lives in Canada, and he loves talking about Canadian music. And so, yeah.
Lots of great bands came from Canada that just surprised, especially prog bands. That I was like, what? I never heard of those guys.
Well, you know, it was just like when Sean was on. I mean, Sean showed a lot of wonderful records. Some I was familiar with, but a lot I wasn't. And so, yeah, absolutely. I was able to make, yeah.
Me too.
I think someone's speaking about your shirt.
You know, I'm not sure. It says on the inside that it's part of the Greenhouse Project, which I looked up, and it was some movie making company or group of folks, and I forget, a couple of famous people are in it.
Yeah.
So, not sure. It looks like him.
Isn't it neat getting really cool shirts? I mean, and then you're in public and somebody says, "Oh yeah," and you're like, "Thank you." You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, that is awesome. Alrighty, get right out of here, Mr. Sir.
The next one is a
Camel. I love
Camel.
it. Yeah.
This is their first album.
Yeah,
This
not to be confused with Peter Frampton.
No, and I could see where people could, but Andy Lattimore, the guitar player, awesome guitar player.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good morning, Lady Luck Junk.
Morning.
Darian, I think it. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Everybody's looking at your shirt. All right, check out his shirt. Yeah, rock and roll. Very cool. This is fun.
Oh, this is really neat. Here's a place that I would say if you want to listen to Camel, here's a good place to start. Rain Dances.
I've never had that one. Oh, yes, I had. I've had one copy of that. Yeah.
This is a really good record. Yes.
Yeah.
This is one I can almost see where you would have a copy and it won't stay very long.
Yeah. Very, very intriguing cover, that is. Yeah. Danica, I promise I'll get your name correct by 2022. I promise. Give me a little bit of time. Caesar is the primary character in Planet of the Apes.
Correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. PKR. I'm gonna. Yeah, absolutely. That's on my. Yeah. And that's one of the things I wanted to. I mean, your video was just really cool. I was digging it yesterday. Really dig Campbell, another great prog band. All right.
Yes, they are. I agree with you.
Yeah. All right.
Next one is the solo album of Anthony Phillips. He was a member of Genesis for a while.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
He was on the album Trespass, and I'm not sure if he was on the one after their album Trespass, but he's a great guitar player. I think what I heard about Anthony Phillips is he started to get a little bit, I don't know what you call it, but he didn't like touring. It kind of made him feel nervous all the time, so he stopped touring.
Love the Snow Goose. Yeah. So when you just showed that record, it made me start thinking about things like Renaissance and some of the
Renaissance, Barclay James Harvest, Bands
Yeah.
like that. I love Renaissance. That
Oh, cool. Yeah. Um,
um, my goodness, they call that like folk prog. Bands like that.
yeah, yeah. And then White Dove. Who's that band?
It's a
Or
beautiful day.
It's a Beautiful Day. All I could remember was I. Yeah, and yeah, absolutely. Um,
Awesome album.
I didn't know he did an Aurelian album. Oh, very
I did
cool.
not know that.
Yeah,
Wow,
Aurelian. Yeah, that's cool.
that is.
That is very cool.
Gentle Giant.
Yeah, I've seen that album several times. Yes, Gentle Giant.
This
Yes.
is not the gatefold cover. I think this is an American reissue or whatever you want to say, later press. But I know there's one where it opens up. But yes, Gentle Giant. They're a band worth checking out. In fact, I pulled out a couple of them, like their live album.
Yes, I got a couple copies of those. Yeah,
It's a really, really good live album.
it sure is. I agree with you there.
It's been uploaded to YouTube to check out.
Very cool. Thank God for YouTube. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah. Oh. So Sean has a good question that's gonna be popping up. Do you
Okay.
like Wishbone Ash? They have a blend of blues rock with prog rock. Uh,
Yes, I do. Their
yeah,
first 4 or 5 albums are awesome records.
yeah.
At the moment, I don't have any. I just have um, a CDR somebody made me of their first album.
hmm
I'm sorry if I was allowed to say that or not, but yeah.
Well, I definitely have some Wishbone Ash. Not only I have it at all three stores, and I have this one customer. He used to work at the Record Bar, and which was a big chain here in North Carolina on the East Coast, and he's always looking for Astra, which
Oh,
I'm not giving up my Astra record. I'm not. I'm not.
that is a good record.
Oh my
Very
God!
good.
But don't tell nobody. And just good stuff like that. And so he, whatever he picks up and looks at, I'm always like, let me pay attention to what he's talking about. Yeah. Wishbone. There you go. I love me some Wishbone too. There you go. Yes. Yes. Wow.
Another one here is I love this cover. This cover has a I love this title. We need to realize that we are a giant for a day.
Exactly.
It's all intact. I've seen some where people cut that face off, and I guess they did wear it.
Oh, really?
Yes, this you can cut this out and make and wear it.
Oh, I never noticed that. That
Good
is
record.
cool. Yeah.
More poppy, but good.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
The next one I have here is one of their big classics. Is hope folks can see this one, but it's In a Glass House, Gentle Giant.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Very
Very
good record. I think this is the record that has that song where the famous you hear a sound of a coin rolling across a table or something, and it goes
uh-huh.
right into the music. It's a good song. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hit the wrong button. Yeah. Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Myra. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. This is cool.
The next one, this is a band that a couple of members of ELO were in first. The Move.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's a grail for me because I didn't realize it, but I believe it's a quiet promo.
Yeah, white label promo, very cool. Yeah.
Now the Move were Roy, I can't think of his name.
Roy Wood.
Roy, there you go. Roy Wood, Jeff Lynne, and I do believe Bev, I'm not sure was the drummer. Their earlier stuff has Yeah. Oh, you talk about a phenomenal drummer. Watch that guy play. He is
Yeah,
great timing.
yeah. I love Roy Wood. He's like, I just love him.
I
He's,
love that wicked sound. I'm sorry to say that, but it's a wicked, but I dig it.
I do too. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, love the move, love the move, love the move. Yes, absolutely. And you know, Starman, you guys know him. He adores the move and Roy Wood and yeah,
Oh, great
absolutely.
musician.
And speaking, the move, Roy Wood, um, Xanadu is playing in Myra's Head right now, which was an ELO, but ELO is very, very, very influenced by Roy Wood.
Yes.
Rightfully so from the first record there, and also Jeff Lynne working with Roy for so long.
Yeah, agree. Roy Ward.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, he is. Oh, and he brought that sound to the first ELO album. That you know, I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The Wizard. Yes, Wizard was another band. Yeah, absolutely.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Good. Yes.
Oh, good stuff. All right.
The next one is another favorite. I'm a big fan of Robert Fripp, but I pulled out today King Crimson, Lark's Tail, Tongues, and Aspect.
Yeah. Very cool.
Good record.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And, just like listening to, so we had a radio station that was a AOR station, Album Oriented Rock, and that's where I learned a lot of things growing up. And, you were talking about I listened to The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. And then there was also The Court of the Crimson King, that one song. And I'm still waiting for the 12-inch remix that's extended. I wanna hear an hour of that song
Oh yes,
woven in and out. I just love that. Yeah, yeah. And
yes.
let's say good morning to Kurt. Good morning, Kurt. Thanks for
Good
stopping.
morning, Kurt. Thanks for being here. Cheers.
Cheers. Uh, Kurt's coming in this afternoon. He made an appointment for the Raleigh location. He's going to do some crate digging, so we'll get a chance to hang out and talk
Awesome.
for a while. Yeah. And we talk like that. And I'm like, okay. I love it. I love it. We're all safe. There we go. All right.
This next one is a little bit of a grill. They're getting kind of pricey, but it's a two little mini King Crimson. Uh, what do you want to say? Like little records, one song on each side.
Same
Live
CD?
version.
Yeah. Wow. Those beautiful people.
They have such good art on their records too. It's like when you see it, you go, "Oh, that's a King Crimson record."
Oh, it's got to be. Yeah. Yeah. There's a massive King Crimson vinyl box out now that looks beautiful.
And I've been drooling ever since I saw it come out. Oh yes.
Amara was
Oh
a bass player on the King Crimson album, and thank you, Russell. John Wetton. I think he passed a couple years ago.
yes,
And
yes.
I think he did some. Did he do some stuff with some of the people from yes,
Asia.
Asia? Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, very cool. I have a customer. If I ever get King Crimson in, I'll just send him a text and say, "Is this something you need? Can it be an upgrade?" And cool things like that. And then he comes in the store and he's like, "You want to do some trading?" I was like, "Of course I do." You're welcome. Or yeah, because he always brings in good stuff, and
Oh, cool. Yeah. Kind of sounds like me. I know that if I have to trade for good stuff, I'm going to have to give up good stuff, which I don't mind.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, heat of the moment, correct.
Because I got a lot of I got some cool King Crimson, CDs. Some of the CDs. I don't think it's
Right.
fair to call them archive, but it has the album plus it has additional tracks. Yeah,
Those are good to have.
I like those expanded or whatever we like to call them. And I have some DVDs and some Blu-rays. So that might be something you might want to check out sometime. Yeah.
Oh, some did you say DVDs and Blu-rays of King Crimson performing? Oh, there's one that I used to own. It was
Uh-huh.
very good.
Yeah. If you get bluegrass, you can unload on me. So here's the story of Bluegrass Picker, you music freak. Here's a story. We for years we've been hosting the IMA, and so people love coming here during that time because I have an incredible bluegrass selection for sale.
Oh,
Lots of independent stuff and things like that. So if you ever want to do some virtual shopping, Bluegrass Picker, yeah. 3 of a Perfect Pair and Heartbeat are my faves.
those are
Keith
good
are
ones.
my favorite. Oh, cool. I
Cool.
love Baloo. And yeah, so I'm going to ask everybody the same question I always ask everybody. Does Adrian Baloo sound like Talking Heads, or does Talking Heads sound like Adrian Baloo? I love listening to Adrian Baloo solo records. I really do. Oh, mama. Oh, daddy. I just
I
love it.
love the way he sings up like that. You know, where his voice kind of goes up to a little higher. I like that. It's real heartful, real soulful kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
I know on one of his records, his daughter plays on it.
Yeah. Oh, daddy. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm gonna give you my email address, Bluegrass. Reach out to me, and we can make it happen. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Next is King Crimson. This just came back. This is the first time it's been released on vinyl. Tark or Ta- I used to say Tank, but I think it's Tark.
How you spell it?
It is spelled Thrak.
Oh. Well, there you go. He does sound like David Byrne on Discipline. Totally.
True. I could see that.
Well, for me, the question is it's not so much does the vocal sound like him, but just the music in general. I mean, did he shape the sound of Talking Heads so much, or did Talking Heads shape his sound so much? I even ask so many people that come in here that whether they buy Talking Head. I mean, I can't ask the people who buy Talking Heads. I'm just like burning down the house, but I can ask people who can buy King Crimson. I can ask them that. Yeah, yeah. Talking Heads or Talking Heads. That's sickles to say they sound like anyone. Well, Myra, when you listen to those Adrian Baloo's solo records, you're like, what am I listening to? And then you're listening to the Talking Heads. It's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? That kind of
Right,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah. So it's still a puzzle for me, Myra. And hey, help me out. I remember when that came out on CD.
Oh yes. Talk.
There you
Really
go.
a very progressive record, Tark.
Yeah. Everyone borrows from. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's true. Next one is I'm not sure. I think this is seeing its first light of day on vinyl. It's King Crimson Reconstruction of Light.
Oh, yeah. I think I have that on CD. I think.
Again, good artwork. I mean, when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a King Crimson album, live album. Prozac Blues is just love that track.
Ooh. Oh, that's up there with Thorazine Shuffle. Uh, when you study guitar, everybody is still copying the Beatles' chorus chords. Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna get in the other corner, Myra. We can look at each other. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still perplexed, folks. I mean, yeah. There you go.
Cool. Next, I got a bike. I got some Pink Floyd.
Oh, I've got a bike. Oh, very cool.
This is a reissue, but it sounds good.
Yes, absolutely. Very good record.
Adam, have you ever noticed that at the beginning of that song, Astronomy Domini, that there was like this chattering at the beginning?
Yep. Yeah.
I never did notice that. I wonder if I had another version of that song and they took that beginning out and
Could
just
have.
started fading in with the music.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
You hear it almost, and sometimes I remember hearing the Morse code.
Right.
Yeah. And just goes to show that Sid was still influencing music, Radio Chaos, Morse code.
More. Oh, right.
Yeah. That and the Who gave us Radio Chaos.
Right. True. Next, I have I don't know why this is in here. It came with the CD, but this is Pink Floyd Metal. But this is the little recipe you get in the Adam Hart Mother CD. And I try to make this, but I'm missing a camel and a something else to add to make it. I'm just kidding. But here's Metal, Pink Floyd.
Wow. 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 Very cool. That's Peter Jenner naming constellations through megaphone.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Pinball. There you go. All right.
Some more Floyd. I pulled out some Uma Guma.
There's Gigi or Jaja.
Yes, they when they reissued this, they put the little picture back in.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I noticed it when I got the reissues and it had that, and I was like, all right, finally it's back.
Yes, I'm not sure what the story was, but I have had a copy where there was no Gigi.
Yes, it was white. Absolutely.
I like the way Nick Mason is with his cool hat and he's just looking straight up.
Yeah. That's Nick. He was one of the Sid era managers. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Cool. Did not know that. And of course, you got to have the Division Bell in the collection.
Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course.
It was worth the trade for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the title of this live album, The Delicate Sound of Thunder.
Yeah, that is a good live album. Yeah.
Very, very, very good. It's like if you have it on CD or vinyl, it's just like you can just play this record all day long, over and over, and just enjoy. And that's what's really cool about live albums. If you never got to see your favorite band, like Pink Floyd, thank goodness they put out live records so you can share that experience on vinyl.
So true. So true. Yeah, that is a good live album. Of course, I have that. I'm sure you do too. That was available as a video, and a very good video from a series of shows they did.
Right, right. Pulse.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a want down the road.
Get them before they're gone. Before they get up to $200.
Yes, I'm going. I'm going for the LP vinyl one. The real big, like a real big box. Looks like a book. Yeah. That's how my eyes go every time I see it at the store.
Oh, we got some rules in the house. Pink Floyd rules, absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you see the Atomic Rooster back here, which they're put under prog.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
This is a good compilation. Good little overview so you can get your feet wet with Atomic Rooster. But I love the inside.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Yeah. If you've ever played in a band and you've ever had to carry equipment anywhere and you look at the back of Uma Guma, you just get tired.
You do.
But that is, I agree with you, Russell. That is an incredible, that's the best back cover ever. Can you show that, Edward?
Sure.
Yeah. Symmetrically. And, yeah, it's just a wonderful. I've studied that many times. Absolutely.
I used to look at that as a young guy and go, dang, I wish I could be
Look at those
one of
drums.
their roadies.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to have been a roadie for Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Your Floyd collection is awesome, said Myra.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that comment.
Yeah. Absolutely. I remember when I first got that record and I was like, I listened to it and I was like, very interesting. And then, of course, I went straight to the Richard Wright section. Yeah.
I like the Narrow Way, the David Gilmour section.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever noticed the Narrow Way does that thing that kind of reminds you? I can't think of the song on the wall, but it does that building when it does that doo 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 doo, and then it starts building it up again and doo doo. You know, it's the Narrow Way.
It is. Yeah. Wonderful record. And I'm glad
Yes.
it was remastered and for everyone to enjoy again.
Now, Adam, did you get the little CD version of Uma Guma where it had that nice little green box that covered it, and then you pulled it out and it's two separate CDs?
No.
It's really nice.
Where'd you get that?
I got it a long time ago when it came out at one of these local record stores. It's really neat. I don't have it anymore, but I remember that.
So is it a CD is it the record on CD? The album on
Yes. It's two separate discs,
Okay,
but they were put in this green box, and then you slide them out. It's really cool looking.
Oh, no, I've never seen that. I think I have a CD. Hey, good morning, Carson. Carson, cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Carson. Glad you're here.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to listen to some prog today. Absolutely.
Or as my friend says he always says, Edward, you've been listening. Have you been at Proggy Froggy? I don't know what a Proggy Froggy is. It's something he said he heard a DJ say a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a Proggy Froggy today.
Yeah. See you soon, Bluegrass Picker. Have a good day.
Have a good day, Bluegrass. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Let's highlight you. There you go.
How about King Crimson Red? This is a reissue, but this is such a good record.
Yeah.
Good record for a rainy day. Good record to hear in headphones.
Very cool. Rock.
Wrong.
Oh. Everyone's a froggy. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Another one here, speaking along the lines of live albums, King Crimson Live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a reissue. What's cool about this, too, is they even put the postcard that the album used to come with.
I want to listen to all of these now.
Enjoy.
I will not eat. I will not sleep. I will listen to all of these Froggy records.
Awesome.
Yeah.
King Crimson had a 12-inch, and I don't know if this is the only one they had but it was for the song Sleepless. This was like a grail to me when I.
Yeah.
And I think I have a little small 45 that has a pick sleeve. I couldn't find it though.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Wow.
nothing on the back.
Yeah.
But this is cool though. This nice little cover. You know, it almost looks like it went straight to the radio stations to play.
Uh-huh. That is very cool. I love those 12-inch singles. I've always loved that back cover to Maguma. I don't know why.
Oh, cool.
Absolutely. I love everything King Crimson ever did.
Awesome.
Do you like the oh I was gonna ask Carson, I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Edward, do you like the
The who?
Daryl Hall and King Crimson Robert Fripp record?
Yes, I do. That is
Yeah.
such a good record.
And you
Really good.
have a completely new LP USA. Oh, cool. Here we go.
Ooh,
Kevin Ayers
I do, but on CD
on CD.
because they have a lot of bonus tracks. I mean, it's like getting two records on one CD.
Mm-hmm.
I love Kevin. Oh yeah, he is such a great musician,
Yeah.
and he kept playing music all the way up to his passing.
Hold on just a second, Kurt, and I'll double check the schedule. 1 p.m., sir. 1 p.m. Look forward to seeing you. Have a good day. Talk with you soon. Take care. Rock and
Take
roll
care, Kurt.
or new wave and coolness. Or have a froggy day.
Enjoy your ride. True that.
Yeah, cool.
Well, some other ones that I'd like to show this one because this is a member of Genesis, Tony Banks. This is his second solo album.
Uh-huh.
Steve Gadd on drums. But Tony Banks, great musician. I mean, he's one of the elements to a lot of their songs, especially a lot of the songs on Genesis Duke,
Uh-huh.
which is a good record. But yeah, if folks get out there, give Tony Banks some, check him out. I mean, he's got some good his first solo record is real good.
Oh, cool. Carson asked, how many copies of In the Court of the Crimson King do you have?
Honestly, I have it on CD, not on vinyl. I'm going to eventually get it on vinyl, but I only have it one copy on CD.
Yeah, oh, cool. Yeah. You'll find the right pressing, the right
Yes,
condition, the right price. Absolutely. Yeah.
because when you find that album, somebody put it in their driveway and said, "Hey, turn on the pickup truck," just like forward, backward, forward, backward.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll have to watch back the whole. Absolutely, and it's been a great celebration, Carson. Absolutely.
Um, Here's a period where I would say this is where Genesis would later do, their records. They got down to being a three-piece band, and I think that's why it's called. And then there were three.
That's a fairly common record, and
It is.
it's not as popular as some of the other ones. And I don't know why, because it is a wonderful record.
I agree. The first track is really that progressive sounding at the beginning. The album is a record that you could play all day long, over and over.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. But I see lots of copies of this everywhere.
I got to get lots of funds. Got to get going. Have fun. Lots of funds this morning. You'll definitely give me a ton of froggy artists to check out.
Awesome.
Hey,
Thanks for being here.
See you soon. Yeah. Very cool. I like his videos.
Yes.
I like his videos. They're really fun. Yours too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he posted one yesterday, and I was just like, I enjoyed it. Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
We were talking about ELO. Here's the first album right here. It's got like a matted finish touch feeling to it.
Very cool. Yeah.
I really like the gatefold inside.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things that tells a story about the titles of the song.
Yeah.
And
That's
if you look real closely, you can see that I would like to be in this photo.
absolutely. There's me over there in the corner. That's the top light. There you go. I have two, the 2015 repress and the original US pressing, but not the first pressing with the sound era. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cool, Carson. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes, Mike Quinney, you're exactly right. That still has Rory Wood in the band. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Check out Mustard by Roy Wood. That's something else, isn't it? That's a good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We've reached the 1 hour mark, so why don't you show us two more records, Edward, and then we can keep everybody wanting for more, so that when you come back again, we can just continue.
Okay. Here's a. I would say this band. Uh, excuse me as I reach in here. Uh, and I feel like they are prog, but a lot of people, some people, excuse me, don't consider them prog, and that's the Alan Parsons Project.
Oh yes.
This is such a good record, and it should be considered up there with albums that I just previously shown. It should be in that same group.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I love Alan Parson. The album, not the content. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, the album, not the. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Their album Gandhi.
Oh yeah.
You don't see this very much out in the wild, as we say here in Texas. Out in the wild, you don't really see. When I found it, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to get that one. This is really good."
Yeah. Yeah. Favorite member of Yes? Hard question.
My favorite member of Yes has to be Steve Howe.
Ooh. Great.
Awesome guitar player.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're still doing stuff.
Speaking of Texas, is Austin really weird?
It's always been weird. I don't know what it. I don't even know why they had to make a bumper sticker. It's always been weird.
If you could sum it up in two sentences, what makes Austin weird?
Two things that makes Austin weird here is the people that are weird, uh, and the weird decorations they put all over the city, like those weird looking guitars or stockings over the lamppost, or the big white looking scary tree that's in the middle of Lady Bird Lake, and it's trying to make people awareness about trees and stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's, to me, I'm sorry, folks. I don't mean it, but that's weird.
Does it also have something to do with the fact that Texas is so big, and Texas, but you have Austin, and the terrain is so different?
True. I would
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
I a long time ago went to a library that had a picture of early back in the day Austin, of the famous Lady Bird Lake. That whole area, what this photo showed, was like a lagoon area. It was just trees and water.
Wow. Yeah.
And all I could think about was that Black Sabbath album cover, the
Oh.
one with the lady in the woods. I was like, oh my goodness, you could almost put that lady in here.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I love Alan Parsons. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I love listening to Alan Parsons.
iRobot.
Yes, sir.
Good one.
Yeah, we had iRobot before we had iMac. Keep that in mind, everybody.
Right.
Have you
Yeah.
visited Austin, Carson? Have you visited Austin? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
You
what up?
get a lot of their albums, Adam. Alan's Parsons. I'm sure people bring him in.
Yeah, they sell, but not as quick as you. I mean, of course, I'm thinking now compare everything to October of last year. October just because it's before you know, the season of commercialism and gift giving. But um, yeah, I do. They don't sell as quick as you would think, but it's always good to have a selection, and they're not overpriced. I mean,
Oh no, they're good records to pick up for a good price.
yeah, six
Weren't
dollar
the
record.
sleeve right? Weren't the sleeves done by Hypnosis? I believe so, right?
So yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I love some Alan Parsons, and yeah, I love the history of Alan Parsons.
Me
I
too.
love, I love the project, and I love Mr. Alan Parsons himself. Especially when he was the guy who engineered the dark side of the moon. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I remember when I first discovered that, I was like, I was real loud. Alan Parsons Project was on this record?
Hey,
Real
good
loud.
morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Donald. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning, Donald. Yes, really good record.
He does have a good ear. Yeah. Some of the members of Ambrosia. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
I was inspecting records this morning um, as the wonderful Edward was sharing stuff, and I inspected an Ambrosia record, but it's buried in the pile. I can't grab it now.
Which one was it, Adam? Do you remember?
Mm-mm. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. I don't. Um, yeah.
The one that's a real neat cover of Ambrosia is the one where you can almost make it into a pyramid with the cover.
I have that one. Yes, that one is cool. I think you can make it appear, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Yeah.
think.
And here's the funny thing. Oh yeah. Good morning, Dawn. Two Hip Chicks. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good
Stereotomy.
morning. Oh, I love Stereo. Oh,
Yeah.
good record.
And the cool thing about Alan Parsons, this is so strange. It also can be filed in the yacht rock section.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Dad's Vintage Garage. Cheers.
Morning,
So,
Dad.
Dad's Vintage Garage went live the other night, and he was showing people how to make beef jerky,
Mmm.
and it was really interesting. I was telling my buddy, I said, I'm not sure if I mean ever want to eat beef jerky again, but nothing about what you did, but it's just like, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Uh, so yeah, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, Dad's Vintage Garage.
Adam, where did that term come from?
What?
Yacht rock.
I guess it was guessing it was a West Coast thing with
Okay.
playing a lot of the music on. I think there was a culture that I never saw. Sure, we have East Coast and we have boats, sailboats, things like that. But I think on the West Coast there was communities where people lived on the boats or partied on. I mean, and I'm just thinking that was the preferred music of choice. I think, and I'm just yeah, but
It makes sense.
that's what I'm
Makes
just
sense to
thinking.
me.
But whenever we see almost like memes now of yacht rock, it's always about somebody hanging out playing music.
Right.
There's a little yacht rock, little bitty short movies on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping somebody's going to chime in and share some information about that. That's the self-titled debut album by Ambrosia, the one with the pyramid announcement.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah. Great album. I agree with you, Sean. That's a good record.
Yeah, it's just unique. It's a wonderful. Oh, here we go. Uh, Love me some yacht rock. You know, when it was identified, I was like, so do I.
I do.
This is
Oh,
180.
love that record.
180. Unfortunately, it's dished, but
One of the members
Ambrosia.
of that band, David Pack, is that correct?
Yes, yeah. Ambrosia goes in the yacht rock section also. Yeah. Let's see what I got here. PACK. Yeah. Um, yeah. I don't. I don't know the names well enough to know who was in Ambrosia and who was in Alan
Me
Pack,
either. I just know that one name.
David Pack, guitar and vocals.
He's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Good stuff. And I think was Ambrosia North America? Can't even remember now. But anyway,
I can't remember. I don't. I want to say yes, but I really don't remember.
this makes a lot of sense. I think because lots of the album covers had yachts or boats.
Sure.
Yeah,
Right, okay, I'll go with that too.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, so there you go. Yeah. Wow, Edward, I appreciate it. Are you going crate digging today?
Mm, I'm not sure what's on the agenda today. I know I want to hear some of the new stuff that I traded for last week and picked up,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see how it goes. I do have that little itchy feeling like I want to do some crate digging. Do I want to do some trading? I
Yeah,
need some other stuff.
absolutely. Well, be careful out there, and we want you safe and things like that. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
with that said, let's see what's coming up next week. Kurt's gonna be back with us. I think it's Thursday. I gotta grab the email on the schedule and looking more people to join us. And who knows, maybe next week I'll start the weekly cocktails and vinyl.
Ooh,
So
awesome.
cocktail and vinyl, cocktail, and cool things like that. So we can do something for the people who live on the West Coast that may not necessarily catch us in the mornings, or if you're not necessarily a morning person, or some people have chores in the mornings. Hey, good
True.
morning, Harry. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Harry.
Harry, are you going crate digging today? That's the question right now. And it is Saturday. Feels like Monday, but or Wednesday. It
Edward,
is.
did you ever feel some days since we're in this pandemic that like you were repeating Tuesday over and over and you finally went, wait a minute, it's Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with beef jerky, Carson. Nothing wrong at all. But if you watch his video, you're like, interesting way that it was, interesting how it's made. And I was like,
Right.
so there you go. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah. Hey, Speaker's Corner's here. Good morning. Cheers. Thanks for joining us.
Good
Yeah,
morning, speaker.
yeah. And Elliot's here. So Elliot, good morning, Elliot. Cheers, speakers, and cheers, Elliot. Elliot's one of the people that was talking about that has morning chores. So Elliot, I got to get you scheduled for cocktails and vinyl, so we can do an evening adventure of this and cool things like that. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Adam, thanks for doing this. I mean, this is awesome to watch every morning and hear everybody and just kicking back and showing records, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So absolutely cool. Well, with that said, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Be safe out there. Thanks for hanging out with us and looking forward to talking with everyone really soon. Be safe, please.